Hi Taurus, welcome to your reading with me, Cindy. I hope actually it's not too loud now that I'm recording. I have the window open. It's really breezy out. It's just honestly the sound of the wind in the leaves of the trees. But hopefully I'll speak up because it's kind of nice. It's nice to have the fresh air. And I don't know what it sounds like, but I imagine, wouldn't that sound kind of nice? I don't know. Anyways, here we are. Here to do your reading, Taurus. Your starseed family, starseed guides coming through to talk to you with deep messages. So what we're going to do is we're going to kind of see what you're being asked to do right now. You know, it's kind of falling in alignment with your path, your course. And then, so what are you being asked to do? And in terms of the ask that is coming through, what should you embrace? What should you activate or move towards to kind of initiate what's being asked of you? And then what should you soften your grip on or sort of change your concept about? I'm going to use a few different decks. I'm going to use the Moonology deck, the Divine Animal Oracle, and the Muse Tarot deck, which I haven't used in a while. And we're going to start with none other than the Starseed Oracle deck. So let's see, Taurus. Go first, Taurus, right into what's being asked of you, because I'm really being pulled into this first card. It's Mars energy, anger, conflict, softening to love. So it's almost like a transition of Mars to Venus too. But what I'm being really drawn to is the title of the card, The Great Severing. And then the cards that follow that are Adjustments Are Required, and then Moth Spirit, Surrender Now. It's funny because the Great Severing, it's really reminding me sort of all the energy that was taking place kind of in the middle of the pandemic. And like things have really changed since then, like everything. It just seems like so many things have really changed. And it is almost as if like how life used to be and then how life is becoming for many of us, and particularly you, because it's coming into your reading. And there might be some things that have triggered you along that way. And I really am being drawn to that time period. So I want to say, I feel like something's gone on for you from maybe late 2019, mid 2019 to early 2020. That was quite significant. And then all the period of time from then to now has been like severing you from something, like past portions of your life. And the way that this kind of this process, how you alchemize and how you filter through it is, I want to say, first maybe angry, maybe things made you kind of angry, things upset you, and then because you became upset, you develop conflict in this. You might be conflicted between, well, what I thought I knew and what I know now, or how I sort of perceive my life and where it's going now. And then you work through this, anger becomes conflict, but then it softens. And then I want to say with love, it is sort of like a forgiveness as well. And just like understanding, I have my path, other people have their paths, but it is definitely going from sort of like a tower moment to just Venus. Well, actually it's interesting because you're Venus energy. And then, but so here's the thing. I want to say that it feels as though, you know, everything was sort of meant to happen. And whatever played out in your life specifically over the last 2, 3, 4 years. But right now, there's just a little tiny deviation in the course is how I would describe the energy. Something's a little bit, just a little bit. It feels like, honestly, like something's just a little bit off. If you're following the GPS of life and your starseed family is sort of working with you and you're going through different lessons and discovering different things in this lifetime, and there's certain paths that you're sort of destined or fated to walk on. It's as if you, it's like you missed the turn. I'm almost seeing somebody pull up to an intersection, and you were kind of maybe supposed to turn down there, but you went straight through. Like, you know what I'm saying? But it's almost as if, oh, wait. Taurus just missed the turn. They just missed the turn. Everybody, Starseed family. Taurus missed the turn. Okay, get on it. So then it almost feel like there's little synchronicities, little signs that will start popping up. You know how like the GPS will try to redirect the route again, try to redirect the route again. That's what it feels like, because adjustments are required. Surrender now. And I'm feeling like, well, if I'm driving and I don't really know the destination, I don't have a map in front of me, I've never been there before, and I'm following the GPS, I missed the turn. That's what it keeps doing that, right? And depending on how, that's so interesting, depending on how far off you go, like sometimes my GPS, I'll have it on even if I know where I'm going, because sometimes I'll feel like I might want to go down a different road and I kind of get lost. I can just rely to redirect me. It could even be that. I mean, some of you, it could be as extreme as that you may have an intention too. I don't want to get there that way. That's interesting. Like just what I described. I mean, I know where the destination is. I know I can also take this route to get there, which is something else I have. When I go up to my mom's, I have 2 different routes. I have the summer route and then I have the winter route. And the summer route is much shorter because they're more sort of back roads, but I would never take those in the winter because they're poorly plowed. And I wouldn't even take them until like after May 2-4 weekend up here, because they just get so rutted with snow and ice, like the grooves. It can be kind of dangerous to travel on them. So I don't take those roads in the winter. I take another road that goes more into little towns and stuff. But I also wouldn't want to take those roads in the summer because they get really busy with tourists. Because you're going through these little towns and then it really slows you down. So, it's interesting because there's something here about, the universe would like you to follow the GPS right now. Maybe it's something like if you're following, if you use like your phone, your car, where it connects into the car, and it's like using like Google Maps, it can see that there's, this is going to be a slow spot here. There's traffic, there's construction, there's been an accident. Something about your journey, how you've been going through it. This is really this great severing. It's just coming up like the last 2, 3, more, maybe 4 years for some of you. But no, we would really like you to follow you've missed the turn. But it's not like you've missed the opportunity, because the universe is going to keep redirecting you. And look at this. Look at the activated earth. This is the underline of the starseed. Power places, ley lines. Trust where you're led. There's some sort of significant detour or route that you're supposed to take. And yes, I want to say you could go the way you want to go. You're still going to get to the destination. But you might discover something very interesting on one of these detour roads. And the roads are sort of like, how you pave out your way to get to wherever it is you're going. There's something there. Whether it's just a moment in time that like you find a little waterfall, and this is all metaphorical because it's kind of like the journey of life is a little bit like driving down the road and going somewhere. It could be, if you've ever been down a road that you haven't been before, and you find something like, this little tiny church with little gravestones that are like, I know, this is not going to seem old to you, those of you in Europe, but in North America, anything that's like 200 years old or a little bit more is like, it's pretty old here. In terms of like Western civilization creating here, I want to say I don't want to discount the fact that there were people living here for tens of thousands of years in North America. but something like that, like a little 200-year-old church. And it's like somebody's kept this little thing in pristine condition. And like, it's just, and it's almost something that would stay with you. It could be I don't want to call that insignificant, because it's a moment that maybe even feeds your soul, it's like a moment that could feed your soul. Or it could be something more significant, like you could go down a road and you find yourself kind of lost, and you see someone walking, and you roll down your window, and you say, can you tell me how to get to da 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 da? Oh, why do you want to go there? You don't want to go there. What does it matter to you where I'm going? Like something happens that's unique about the conversation, that the conversation goes beyond just two strangers and say, yeah, go down there, turn left at the Johnson's house, and something like, you could end up creating a friendship with this person that lasts a lifetime. It's very, very important, Taurus, that you go down the detours of life right now, because the universe is trying to make an adjustment here. Either you did miss the turn, but I think that is a strong thing. I think you may have missed the turn. But even if you did, in some way, it's almost like it was planned as well. Because even the detour is significant, like in how you get there. It just could even be like enough time that your perspective has changed. Yeah, it's interesting. Oh, shit, your perspective has changed. Okay, so then you have the Muse of Emotions, the King of Cups, coming in with what you're being asked to do. And then you have the Ace of Swords and the Wheel of Fortune. Now, this Wheel of Fortune card is really interesting. It's called the Wheel. I looked at it. It reminds me of, I can't remember what they're called. I don't know if they're still on TV because I don't have cable anymore, but they're like events that people kind of competed in. And not an event, but like a game show, okay? Like a game show. And there were all these great big inflated sort of things, and there was water below and spinning stuff, and you would jump and land and try to get to the end of this course, this crazy obstacle course. And you guys probably know what I'm talking about. This reminds me of one of those. Like if you jump on it at the wrong time, you don't have a spot to jump onto, and you end up rolling off and falling into the water. This is what this looks like to me, like all these attempts. That's exactly it. Oh, you may have attempted something over and over again, and the road's been blocked or something hasn't been accessible. And you might even be feeling like, really, to go down that again? Adjustments are required. Surrender now. Just trust us. Just trust us. I feel like that's what your starseed family is saying. And because something about your emotions and that giving you an insight here. And even just thinking that, like, because there are people that will do that sort of competitive game show that I just described, and sometimes I'm just like, give up, I'm done, I can't do it, I can't get past this. And then there's the real tenacious ones that will climb out of there again, and you're looking at them, and I've seen them, and I thought, that person looks exhausted. They look physically tired. They don't look like they have much left in their arms or their legs anymore, and they're still pushing themselves. Because I want to say with this, it is understanding the emotion. It's understanding the emotion. It's sort of like reading the wheel properly and understanding the timing. Because this fourth attempt is the one you ride the wheel. And you have your balance on it. So that's what you're being asked to do. It really, literally, it's the detour. There's something here that you could have attempted a few times. But the detour that you take to get back to it somehow creates a significant change in you and your perspective. Trust where you're led, even if it feels like it's somewhere that you've been before. It wasn't very successful, or it didn't look like the thing that I wanted, or I don't know, right? Or the opportunity was, you know, it could be your favorite restaurant or an ice cream place that you heard about, and every time you drive by, the lineup is 300 people long. No, I wouldn't even go down that road again. I know, every time I just go down the road. I don't know. Okay. What you should embrace or move towards to activate this. Messenger, Cirrus energy, bringing harmony and balance. So I want to say that there's some sort of a message that might actually come in. And this is meant to bring balance and harmony here for you. And that's important because an adjustment needs to be made now. That, like, you need to allow the universe to make an adjustment. So in some ways, it's even just, you know, pull off to the side of the road. It's metaphorically see how the GPS is recalculating and follow it. Trust where you're led, right? Trust where you're led. And then you actually have a Taurus card here. It's your new beginning because it's a brand new moon. It's a new moon in Taurus. Prosperity lies ahead. Let spirit be your guide. Yeah. Yeah, this could come in. And it's funny, like I say message too, like if you have your GPS set, mine's silent, but you can have them where they talk, right? But I feel like, moving beyond the metaphor of it, I honestly feel like it's some kind of a message. Oh, the world. The Chariot and the Eight of Materials. This is like seeing beyond the traffic jam. Yeah. Look at all these horses running through here. What is this talking about? Sometimes, like, if you're using the Google Maps, it'll show you a yellow or red zone if traffic is getting backed up. But this elevates you. Oh, this is putting you ahead. This is really interesting because this feels like this energy that you are somehow maybe even feeling a little bit behind. If you don't feel that, I feel like you are, but that's not important because whatever adjustment is made here, it puts you ahead of the field. What is this Eight of Materials? This is the interesting thing that you're going, this is the detour. This is why. It's like a fascinating thing, see? It's like being drawn to that. Ooh, being drawn to that. See the world. This is looking too closely at things. It is almost like the detour gives you a perspective, like a zooming out. Just looking too closely. If you've been looking too closely at things, that cycle ends. Or looking too earnestly. There might be something significant about the number 7 and 8. 78, 87. Or for some of you 7 and some of you 8. 8 is significant. What are you reading? Why do you do that? Spit that out. Spit out. No. Strange things come in on Larry's fur, the cat. Like tree things. And then they, of course, drop off when he has a bath. Because cats keep myself clean. The rest of the world can be dirty. So then Lily finds these little things and decides to kind of pick them up and chew on them. I guess it's a symbiotic relationship they have with one another. The Eight of Materials. This is fascinating. Whatever this is fascinating. And even some of you, it could be a job opportunity, right? With the Eight of Pentacles. Why are you chewing that? Just bored? All right. What you should soften your grip on, change your concept of. Okay, well, this is interesting. You're not alone. Well, maybe you feel alone. Well, the GPS is with you. They are. Your guides are with you, and they're constantly reassessing. And we're taking a wrong turn. I took a wrong turn. You're not alone. So soften your grip on that idea. You're not. Isolation, physical connection, community. So I think this goes beyond spiritually, actually. Oh, that's interesting, though. What is this? Who is this? Because you have the Two of Emotions as the underline for the tarot. Just the one card. That is crazy. They're both in the same position. One is upright and one is in reverse, above. How insane is that? These two different decks. You're not alone. A time to give rather than take. Overcome any obstacle. Change your concept of this. It's time to receive. It's time to receive. And when you receive this, oh, I want to say too, you think you can overcome any obstacle by yourself. This one, no. Why do I feel like that's floated through in a lot of the different readings the last little while? Like needing a comrade or a compadre. Amigo. Yeah, something. You're not alone. So if you feel like you're alone, you're not. This is actually a time for you to receive rather than give. Maybe you've been giving a lot. And you're going to use somebody, utilize someone. Someone is going to be utilized in your life to overcome any obstacle. Or you could be helping someone overcome an obstacle. But that's interesting. That the two of these are like connected. You're connected with someone here in some facet. Even if there's no physical, right? Physical connection, community. There could be someone that you are meant to meet, that you have a spiritual connection with, and you will create a physical connection with them through community. Like that will be the vehicle of connection to make it physical. The Queen of Inspiration and the Queen of Materials, and the Devil sits between them. They both have an obstacle. Overcome any obstacle. Well, this is really deep shit, this part. Because how is this happening? This is literally like you and someone else. I don't even know if you've ever met this person. But they are here on Earth. And you both utilize each other to overcome obstacles. You're somehow connected through community. There are times that you give to that person, energetically, spiritually. And then there are times this person gives to you. Wow. And it's, well, I don't know. So maybe you're the Queen of Materials and the Queen of Inspiration or Wands is this other person. But the Devil keeps you separated. The Devil keeps you separated. But that doesn't matter. That's the interesting thing. Because the Devil's only working through material substances, and you two are working through through like metaphysical, through spiritual, through intuition, through dreams, through energy. Devil stands no chance, that's for sure. So, dream, oh damn me, dream the world into being. Who's helping who right now? Or you're getting help from the Queen of Wands? Or the Queen of Wands is receiving from you? No. I think, well, wait a second, time to give breath and take. I'm not sure. Because the Queen of Wands got her eyes closed. Like, but you're looking straight on. Like you see something, but dream the world into being. And both these, their eyes are closed, her eyes are closed. You're seeing. What are you seeing? I gotta pull clarifiers on this. It's really interesting. You're seeing. You're both. Yeah, you're the well, Virgo is earth energy too. You're both wearing, wait a second, you're both wearing the headpiece with the flowers. And then here's the flowers, right? This work with the flowers. It's a work of the mind. You're connected to somebody's mind here. You're both connected to each other's minds. I don't know if you've like even met. You could be separated by continents. You both help each other dream your realities into reality. You both help each other make your dreams realities. There's something going on here where there's an exchange. It's particularly important right now. Don't let pride get in your way. That's the other underlying. So, okay, I'm thinking to myself, okay, don't let pride get in your way. The difference, I'm going to try to explain the nuance here for me, is like, okay, you could look at that and say, no, I'm above doing something like that. I'm not going to do that. Or I think that could be like more, like, just hear me out. That could be sort of like more arrogance. Because I feel like pride is when we're a little bit, maybe our egos feel a little bit bruised, or we feel a little bit like, what's the term I'm looking for? It's like, I've rejected, but that's too strong a word. It's too strong a word. It's just like ego bruising. Like something has bruised your ego. Don't let that be a reason for, I don't know what. I don't know what. Because, I don't know. That's just kind of sitting in the air like that. Maybe those are just alone messages, like for something for you specifically. I really want to go over here. This is interesting. Check this out too. The devil thinks it's keeping these two apart. I don't know who this is. Like you and someone else here. But you see, the devil has no control over how you connect with this person because it's spiritual. It's energy. The devil doesn't work with that, only with the physical. And we'll try to use physical to get into your head to make you think and believe things. The devil. The King of Pentacles, the Five of Wands, and the Seven of Swords. The devil tries to create some sort of physical competition. Something hidden here. There's something hidden between these two queens that they can't see. Let me understand these two queens now. The Queen of Inspiration. The Ten of Swords. Okay, this individual has gone through like painful major ending. The Queen of Materials. The Two of Wands. Dreaming. I kind of feel, okay, So I kind of feel like here's what this feels like. Okay, just trying to figure out a way to describe it. It doesn't sound like completely crazy, but it's really a strong message. It's okay, you right now are dreaming something into being, right? And it is dreaming the world into being. I feel like this Queen of Wands inspiration is helping you energetically do that. It does not even have to be conscious. This could be something that completely takes place in the subconscious mind. It could take place in the subconscious mind while this person is functioning consciously and doing things in their day. Likely takes place a lot in the dream state or meditation. There's something that's hidden from you. It's the detour. I'm kind of thinking, like, how did you miss the turn? The Queen of Wands was off her game. This, like, the Queen of Wands was off their game. Something did affect this person, I would say, energetically, but through some sort of physical, maybe a physical trauma, emotional trauma. The devil used this to hide something that you're competing for, but you don't know it. It's like you don't even realize you're in this competition. Because I want to say because it's something for you that you may not even have found or realized yet, but it's for you. But there might be other things or other people that want it. But you're not alone. A time to give rather than take, but is to soften your grip on this. The Six of Cups and the Four of Pentacles. I'm wondering if you have sensed the wrong turn. And so you're kind of like, well, you know what? I need to do this for myself. Or you need to connect with this again, because it feels like a block, right? With the Six of Cups. This is a soulmate here that you work with here on Earth to overcome any obstacle. Connect. It's almost like the server was down at some point that you might have needed it. You know, and you felt a little bit, like spirit dropped the ball or something like that. But it's almost like this server was down, this connection was down that you would typically utilize. You're not alone. I'm telling you, the Hanged Man, the Queen of Wands, and the Ace of Cups. The server was down. The server's back up. That's really fascinating. I had a feeling, I thought, I bet you that Queen of Wands is going to come out for this person that you're connected to. Overcome any obstacle. You can. With this person, you can overcome any obstacle. The Ace of Pentacles. There you go. There we go. It's almost like to say the Queen of Wands is online again. Like, it's booted up from whatever this was. This major ending. And it said, like, there's boom. So this energy is on its game. It's feeling good. The engines are running. So now there's something physical that for you here to achieve. To get beyond some sort of obstacle that's maybe been stopping you from achieving it, which would feel sort of like the devil, because it's coming up as something in the physical life that I keep sticking over here because it's a really interesting area to kind of change your perspective on, soften your grip on. And I want to say this is an admittance to the ball being dropped sometimes. Yes, that can happen, because not all of your guides are just in the ethereal. You have guides, you have other starseed family that are here on Earth. You have one in particular. It's almost like, yeah, it's reminding me of like, this one reminds me of Gemini energy. But like, it is kind of, it could be like a sibling. Even if it's not like a sibling, you know, biologically for you here, this is a sibling in terms of starseed, like spiritual family. But you both go through different things in life. There might have been times where you went offline and this person was experiencing, like, I don't understand why this isn't working, or why this isn't, like, I want to say you're both probably really like master manifestors. So this is coming back online, or this is back online. So continue with your dreams. Follow and that could explain too why you detoured, why it's not working. Something didn't work at least 3 times here. I feel like it's at least 3 times. But the 4th time's the charm. Something's back online. What is the adjustment that, you know, I feel like though that the universe is making a fresh start? The Fool. Yeah, the Fool. Adjustments. This is making a fresh start here. Let Spirit be your guide, because prosperity lies ahead. With the 10 of Wands, it's going to overcome any obstacle. Yeah, this soulmate starseed has come back online for you. For themselves too, I would say. So trust where you're led. Trust where you're led. For some of you, it could be directly to Stonehenge. I don't know. Well, that's a lot of cards. The first 2 that came out, wow, the Lovers and Justice. You know, it could even be some of you, this could be a romantic connection as well. I mean, you've got the King of Pentacles here, but something is holding that back. It could be someone that you're meant to meet, and I don't know, you were even possibly detoured as, well, they're a little bit behind. So let's drive through this neighborhood and see what's going on. So the Lovers and Justice, then you get the Wheel of Fortune, the 3 of Wands, the 10 of Cups, the Ace of Swords, the Death card, and the 9 of Swords. Wow. Yeah, it's almost like you find something here. Almost feels like through sheer luck. And it becomes very clear to you where, kind of where your happiness lies, who your happiness lies with. And then that's over and you're in your head. Something came offline. It literally is like the server came offline. The server to someone very significant came offline. But it's almost like it's been rebooted too, to go from the 10 of Swords to the Ace of Cups. The King of Cups and the Queen of Swords. This is a clear mind, clear emotions. Don't let, here, let's look at this. Don't let pride get in the way. And then I'll go do the extended. The 8 of Swords, the Moon, the 2 of Pentacles, the 2 of Swords, and the High Priestess. Wow. Wow. This is feeling like you don't have a freaking, like, maybe what you would experience when everything goes offline. Like your intuition. The 8 of Swords and the Moon and the 2 of Pentacles. I don't know where I'm going. I don't know what I'm supposed to do. And the 2 of Swords. Yeah, I don't know. Universe, help me out here. It's almost like they called in the IT department, to get the spiritual IT department, to get this back online. The Queen of Inspiration. It could even be your own inspiration. But I honestly feel like it's connected to someone. And then there's the Page of Cups. Yeah, it's almost like there's the initial starting to feel, oh, whoa, oh. What's that sound? It's the fans running. Oh, there's words on the screen. I'm going to go do the extended Taurus. In the extended, I'm going to continue to use the same decks. And, what was I doing? I was doing, okay, we're going to activate you. How to activate you. We're going to do that with the same card. So I'm going to write that down so I don't forget. So Taurus. Extended. How to activate themselves. You know, it's almost like all of a sudden you have to type in a little bit of DOS code or something. Is that what it is? DOS code? It's like, oh, it's running again. System is up. Okay. And I'm going to do the extended. Thank you so much, Taurus. Until next time, do be gentle with yourselves. Bye.